Well, I want to thank you for taking a few moments to hear an important announcement about our annual meeting that's coming up in October. But first, let me tell you how much we appreciate you here at the DBA staff. Every morning we meet together in prayer, some of us here in the office, others of us connected remotely, and we pray for you and for our churches. And we're praying for you as you continue the work of Christ in this time of pandemic. We're also praying for God's wisdom as you make decisions for your church and your ministry. And like you, we're having to make some similar decisions about our annual worship celebration. And so we have a plan, and that's what I wanted to announce to you. Now, the date and the place were decided a year ago at our annual meeting last year, and the date is October 18th, Sunday night, and the place is Dallas Baptist University in their main chapel building. But obviously, with all this going on, we have made some other plans of how we will conduct this particular worship celebration. Normally, we have at 5 o'clock an exhibit area. We'll have all of our DBA ministries and also partners, and we have a great attendance and food and beverages, and people pick up information about all these ministries. Well, there's no way we can do that and observe social distancing, which we need to do. So we will be not having the exhibit area, but instead we will give to you a packet of information that includes all that you would have picked up in the exhibit area about our ministries and our partners. And if you attend in person, you'll have a bag and get that. If you connect remotely, then we'll be able to send it to you electronically. So we will not have the exhibit area in time at 5. In place of that, we will have a business session. Our bylaws are pretty specific that we need to meet together to do several important things, and it's voted on at the annual meeting business session, like approving our budget for the next year, electing our leadership for the coming year, and approving any bylaws. And that last item is very important because we need to amend our bylaws to make it possible that we can make decisions and conduct business electronically and remotely, whether it's our annual meeting, whether it is our executive board, or even committees that meet. And so we have a bylaw amendment that we'll be proposing to that effect as well. So at 5 o'clock, we will need our messengers to gather, and we will practice social distancing. We will screen everyone, take your temperature before you come in. We will be wearing masks. We will be 6 feet apart from one another. We'll make it as safe as possible. But I wanted every messenger to know that you would need to come in person, and we will try to have it safe that you can come and participate in that business session. We feel like we can take care of all that business in about 30 to 40 minutes. And so at 5 o'clock is the business session, and then at 6 o'clock, as we typically do, we have a worship service. It will go from 6 to 7:30, and we will meet in the chapel building. We will also practice social distancing. We will not have child care, but anyone that is able to come, we will have a wonderful time, and we will also live stream this service so that anyone that would like to connect from wherever you are, you will be able to do that. I think that we will have more people involved in this annual meeting of anyone in our history because of us live streaming it as well. We have a wonderful speaker. His name is Mark Clifton. He is the head of the Revitalization and Replanting Division of North American Mission Board. He's the author of this book, Reclaiming Glory, Revitalizing Dying Churches. This is one of the most powerful books on church revitalization that I have read. He is one of the most powerful speakers whom I have heard. And I'm so thrilled that he will be with us, and he will be sharing with us in that service. You'll hear also wonderful reports of how God is working in marvelous ways in our churches and our partnership in spite of the pandemic, and new opportunities that God has given. We will have special times of prayer. It will be a God-honoring service, and it'll be an inspiration. And I really hope that you're planning and your church is planning to participate. It will be Sunday evening, October 18th, and it can be in person or remote from Dallas Baptist University. And we will be sending you all the information that you will need. Now, some have asked me, well, what if, when the fall comes, conditions and have worsened, and cases are spiking up. Well, we will need to have the business session regardless, because we've got to meet to make some of those decisions. But we can make the service all live stream if conditions were much worse. But we anticipate that we'll be able to do both, and you can decide what you're most comfortable with, and you can participate in that way. So anyway, we are excited about it. We are appreciative of you and your support. And please mark down October 18th, Sunday evening, and plan to be a part, plan to involve your church in any way that you can. Thank you so much.